Hi everyone. I hope you all are safe and sound. For those of you who don't know me well, let me introduce myself. I am Ayhan Gareev, third year student. Today we have really limited time frame. That's why I'm really curious about noticing the time constraint allocated for me. To begin with, the subject of my chosen project that I'm going to present is resource curse, or in other words, products of plenty, where we will gain insights into that relationship between natural resources, wealth, and public health expenditure. Uh, However, the majority of students in class may not know what the resource curves exactly mean. Therefore, I'd like to simply shed light on its true definition. According to Natural Resource Governance Institute, the resource curves, of course also known as the products plenty, refers to failure of many resource-rich countries to benefit fully from their natural resource wealth, and for governments in these countries to respond effectively to public welfare needs. When it comes to the aim of the project, the main objective of this paper is to contribute to resources course literature by studying whether and through which transmission channels natural resource wealth uh, affects social spending. This paper first to empirically investigate link between natural resource wealth and public health expenditure, especially in light of hypothesis that resource wealth as a source of unearned state income enhances the state autonomy and increases volatility, which leads to, of course, in turn, policies that fail to prioritize human development. Especially, mm, these findings have implications for national authorities as well as extractive industry. Additionally, the project aims at extending the concept of resource curse and obtaining additional insight into the impact of the resource wealth on government priorities and accountability. Government should make accountable for natural resource wealth, and the correct taxation could provide additional resource for health as well. In particular, it will add to literature by contributing the empirical insights on the link between resource wealth and human capital building. Later, let's move on to importance of the subject. Actually, why this subject matter is significant for audience and especially for me. The term resource curse encompasses the significant social, economic, and political challenges that are unique to countries rich in oil, gas, or minerals. Many oil and gas mineral-rich countries have failed to reach their full potential as a result of their natural resource wealth. In general, they are also more authoritarian, more prone to conflicts, less economically stable even than countries without these resources. While there are many challenges unique to oil, mining, and gas extraction, governments can make policy decisions that help avoid some negative consequences of extraction, maximize the health benefits. Actually, the reason why I emphasize significance of subject, especially for myself, is that I'm also from one of the most crude oil exporting countries in the region, Azerbaijan. Therefore, this topic inevitably could draw my attention to the future destiny of Azerbaijan. because I would like my society suffer from poor social economic and health standards. Actually, fortunately, according to estimation results, it can be concluded that oil does not create research posts and Dutch disease in Azerbaijan economy. Also, it become clear that the crude oil export is playing an active role in government efficiency increase and development in social sector. Uh, Moreover, as far as I'm aware, non-boron deposits in Turkey, which possesses actually, no, I'm sorry, the non-boron deposits in the world, Turkey, which possesses approximately 75 or 73% of whole world boron resource. Thus, in the case that future usage area of boron expands in this way, we all have to raise awareness to this subject in order to avoid negative consequences, especially harmful health consequences of products of plenty in Turkey. Then let's move on to the dependent and independent variable. When I say independent variable, I mean the cause and results of the course research course. The first of all, like we can just name a conflict because one of the most famous causes of the poor health standard is a conflict because the natural resources can and actually often do provoke and sustain internal conflicts as different groups fight for control of resources and use natural resources to finance their fighting, unfortunately. Then the second cause could be the inefficient spending and borrowing. The amount of the government, amount that the governments collect in resource revenues can change drastically from year to year because of the change in commodity prices and production, of course. Then later we can focus on the patriarchy and gender-based challenges. In addition to studies have shown that women in rich regions often have higher rates of the HIV and AIDS and other life-threatening diseases, of course. The final way I can just name the social and environmental problems. The point source of the nature of extractive industries often creates challenges when trying to balance needs of people and environments that surrounds the mining the area. Then result of this project, this research, I mean, provide new input into ongoing policy debates on innovative ways to channel natural resources revenues towards the human development. This is particularly relevant as it has been observed that despite impressive growth accelerations in some rich developing countries, human development indicators are still lagging behind. For example, the World Bank states that African countries that are experiencing strong economic growth from mineral revenues do not appear to have translated these falls into improved health. Moreover, 2013 African Progress Reports notes that the child malnutrition is endemic amongst the African resource-rich countries, and levels of maternal mortality are well above average. When moving on to the data that I have used for the project, I like to emphasize that these institutions, especially Natural Resource Governance Institute, Natural Bureau of the Economic Research, Harvard Institute of the for International Development, which are non-profit research organizations contributing to development of human health standard. That's why I found those helpful. Then when I'm focusing on the future research area, I like to investigate forthcoming economic situations for example, my country and its association with health status of society in the future, because considering the fact that Azerbaijan GDP is heavily based on the exporting the crude oil, social economic position of Azerbaijan is still debatable after running out of the natural resources. Therefore, I am willing to act on the providing solutions related to diminishing the social economic dependence of natural resources and boost the health medical standards in those countries. Then here I have shared the links of the academic resources that I have used in the project. For those of you who are interested in, can easily benefit from them. Actually, we have just reached the end of the presentation. Thanks for listening and close attention. I wish you all the health and safety. Take care. Have a nice day.